At Direct Service Overhead, we know how much trust you put in the individuals who have the privilege of working on the components of your home. We understand that a broken garage door is the last thing you want to be worried about, and most of the time, doors break at the most inconvenient times. Our professionally trained technicians service 24 hours a day, and our high-cycle parts are guaranteed to make a noticeable impact on your garage door without putting a damper on your wallet. If you're looking for need of assistance maintaining your current garage door, our team has the experience and expertise to deliver the results you deserve. Give Direct Service Overhead a call today or visit us online to learn more.
Oh, right. Let's do this. Sunday evening. Your Sunday evening just got a hell of a lot better. 3, 2, 1. I have no idea what I look like. Okay, it's not a complete mess. I didn't brush my hair or anything. I just threw on a t-shirt and or I threw on the duds here and was like, I don't know. Let's just do this. I'm gonna use the thumbnail that I made for Twitter. We're just gonna go at it. That's what we're doing. We're going in blind. I don't have any notes typed up. I knew that, look, there's a possibility I was going to go live today. I really decided against it. Wasn't for sure if we were going to get this commitment from Hazelwood or not. Felt like it was. Saw the rumblings. There was smoke. I told you guys in Discord there's a lot of smoke. Just be careful of rumors. This wasn't one of them. There's still a possibility that some things we might hear some more by the end of this week. Samuel Mbake, he was in town this weekend. Also, 4-star receiver out of Georgia. He has moved his commitment date to December 15th, which is the first day of early signing period. So we'll see what's going to happen for the Razorbacks there if they can land his services. Big man Ross with the $5 super chat, because we love you, sir. Thank you, Ross. I appreciate it. Damn, Ty, you walk around. I do walk around shirtless, always throwing on a shirt. Well, I mean, so you have your – so I'm not going to lie. I was doing dishes, and I was getting done, and I wear my – who wears their good shirts when they're doing dishes or laundry or cooking din-din? Who does that? Nobody. I'm messy. I get crap everywhere. I get soap suds and grease stains. So yeah, I had to put this bad boy on. This is one of my favorites. My wife bought me this shirt. Woo Pig Suey, says Tonka Todd. He's really good in space, like screen passes from KJ Sweet. Says Chris K. Chris K must be an OU guy. So without a doubt, this is because of the running back coach, Jimmy Smith. That's because of your coach, your assistant, Jimmy Smith. In the words of Roscoe P. Coltrane, I love it, Woo Pig Suey. It's just a great day to be a Razorback. My optimism is through the roof in all sports. David Scott says Hazelwood is number 1 wide receiver in high school last year, big time for the Hogs. So looking at his recruiting profile, by the way, Outback Bowl, so much has happened today. You're going to the Outback Bowl. You're taking on Penn State. We're going to go into the depth of everything tomorrow. We're going to talk about this matchup. We'll probably go into a little bit more about Hazelwood. Hazelwood was not a freshman last year. Hazelwood is 2019. He was the number 1 wide receiver. He was top 5 in the country according to the 247 composite. I've said all along, I hate their composite scores. Just get rid of them. I don't know why they even bother. Just keep with your own system. But according to the 247 Sports, he was a top 20 player in the country in 2019 out of Ellenwood, Georgia. Again, this is class of 2019. He came out of Cedar Grove, committed to Oklahoma. I mean, you name it. 5-star wide receiver. Just name a school. I'm sure they had, they offered him. It always shows 17 offers. Or 15 or whatever offers. Sometimes that's a matter of schools reaching out and him saying, I have no interest, so they walk away. When you're talking about someone with his talent level, right, I mean, anybody in the country wanted his services coming out of high school. But he chose Oklahoma, it looks like, over Florida State, Georgia, Miami, and Auburn, which are all 4 schools or 5 schools that recruit pretty well in that part of the country. Oklahoma dips in. I mean, they're a national brand. They can go just about anywhere and recruit. And they added his services, Jaden Hazelwood. I couldn't tell you who was really in the running at the end. I don't know. It just shows you here on 247 Sports. Those are the other schools that were on his list. But he visited this weekend. He loved it, and he became a Razorback. I mean, that's what Bobby Petrino used to say, and Houstonette said this too, is completely true. There's, and kids are kids, right? And adults have they think the same way too in a lot of aspects when you talk about Arkansas. They think of Arkansas, let's be honest, right? They don't think very highly of this state. Or let's just say they get blown away when they come here and they visit on campus. They don't have high expectations for what is available here in Fayetteville in the Northwest Arkansas area. They don't really know, right? I mean, you have your mind's eye opinion or point of view on everything until they get here. And when they get here, oh, wait, you mean it's actually pretty badass and their facilities are top in the SEC or among the top in the SEC? They can compete with anyone in the country. When you talk about the facilities, you talk about the quality of coaches on staff right now, right? You talk about the area itself. Fayetteville, always voted one of the nicest places to live. Northwest Arkansas is growing. Fayetteville's now teetering. They're closing in on 100,000 people now. It's the second largest city in the state of Arkansas now, thanks to the most recent census. So there's a lot to offer here. And when you get a kid on campus and they see that, these kids got to give Fayetteville a chance. They have to be willing. And I know, too, Arkansas's not been at the forefront of anybody's minds for a while. Not in football anyways, or basketball. Not until last year, right? I mean, Mike Anderson was good, right, in terms of getting you consistent wins during the regular season, but didn't make a splash in postseason. For Arkansas football, it was just, I mean, that last 2 years under Brett Bielema, then the 2 years of Chad Morris, and then last year, right? These kids they hear 3 and 7. That's all they need to know, right? I don't really know what to think of. And yet here's Sam Pittman, who's still killing it, who's crushing it in recruiting. And then he gets this kid. He gets Jaden Hazelwood. Big time. 6'3", again, he's about 200 pounds, according to a couple different places. Yeah, he's class of 2019. That's correct. Everyone, please tap the like button. Ty, stay dropping good content. I appreciate that, Shahid Mustafa. Thank you, sir. Hey, Ty, going to my first hog game since 2014. Oh, yeah? What game? We are number 6 on ugliest people list, though. What about moonshine? Who makes the best moonshine? Meth would go to Missouri. Where's Oklahoma? What are they known for over there? They don't really do the moonshine thing. What do they do in Oklahoma? I really don't know. I know it's flat, really flat, really flat. Not as flat as Kansas, though. Is this just the start of a legendary group of transfers this year? Hopefully, we can get some elite pickups on defense. Yeah, I think defensively they're look. We still don't know what's going on with Catalan. There's all kinds of rumors floating around that Catalan. Look, there's rumors he's for sure going. There's rumors that he's coming back. He's not digging his grade. Remember, Pro Football Focus put him. They put him. Good grief. Pro Football Focus put his draft stock at like out of the top 50. He's dropping in a lot of places on mock draft boards. Yeah, clearly I think he needs to come back. He was up there for a little while. Even a couple weeks after his injury, they were still talking about him being a possible top 25 draft prospect, top 25, top 30. Several different sites were. And then you fast forward a couple more weeks, 3 more weeks, he just completely falls off. So yeah, I think he needs to come back. Now maybe there's someone out there who'll put him in the top 25 simply because of his ceiling. Oklahoma was known for really dry brisket. Well, now Lincoln Riley posts that picture of his, what was it? What was he cooking? Was it brisket? Oh, is that what they do out west? I don't know. Is that what they do in Norman, Oklahoma? I don't know. I mean, that was embarrassing. You would think you would have the wherewithal to know not to post something like that. I saw that post. It was just like, you got to be kidding me. I'm buying 10 tickets and taking kids and families to the Outback Bowl. Oh, okay. Good stuff, Whit. They live in South Georgia but love the Hogs. Great Christmas. Okay, very cool. Journo Gorilla. I'm in Savannah, Georgia, and a Hog fan alum. Oh, are you going to go – or a Hog alum, not a Hog fan alum. Are you going to go to the game? You're close. Also getting tickets. Okay, yeah, there he goes. He answered the question. Yeah, this is a great weekend. I thought about saving everything for tomorrow, and I'm really excited for tomorrow's show. I do want to break down the Outback Bowl a little bit. We're not going to go in tremendous amount of depth. We're probably – we've got – let's see, tomorrow's the 6th. We've got a ways to go for that game. So we'll probably, piece by piece, as we get to that game, we might talk about a position of concern against them here and what they do statistically here or there. Shahid Mustafa wants to know, hey, Ty, do most coaches do the in-home visits like Arkansas been doing these past few days? Every coach, including the head coach, was making house calls. Yes, that's pretty common as long as it's not dead period. Now, obviously in dead period, which is coming up, actually, this might be a good question to ask, like Otis Kirk or Trey. I think next week will be their final week, or maybe this is the final weekend. I know dead period's coming up. I know that. Early signing period starts on the 15th. I had it written down how long that lasts. I thought I saw 15th through the 17th, but there's no way that's right. I think it's longer than that. But regardless, it starts on the 15th. Again, Samuel Mbake is going to announce on the good Lord. Yeah, getting DMs and text messages are blown up. I think that we know that's when he's going to commit and obviously sign. It's starting to look more and more like whoever commits in this class, you still got that one mystery silent commit who is still, as far as I know, all on board. We'll see if anything changes. And if it does, you'll hear, just listen to the show. I drop hints all the time. If you're in our Discord, I've dropped hints a lot the last, going back, 3 weeks since I first, about 2-3 weeks since I first heard who the silent commit is. Been dropping hints, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. I'm not going to spoil it for him. But, if he stays committed, holy crap. Yeah, this is going to be a phenomenal class. Arkansas, again, we saw Centennial. He got a bump on 247 on the star rating, on star power. I mean, he's still at 4 stars, but he moved up a little bit in the rating, right? And there were a couple others. Manny Powell, despite not playing like 75% of the year. By the way, congrats to Bryant, who beat Fayetteville. I really wanted, obviously. I went to school there and everything. But I really wanted it for those kids. I know, especially after last year for Fayetteville, I really wanted them to get it done. For Coach Casey Dick, former Razorback, as many of you know, really wanted it for him. But Bryant's the real deal. They are the mecca of high school football right now, which if you would have told me that like 10 years ago, I would have said no way. No way. Not in 7A or what used to be 5A. Not in 7A, no way. And here they are. Bryant's killing it. You got to give him credit. But, so Centennial will sign early. He will not be here during spring camp unless something changes. His teammate Manny Powell he will sign early. He will be on campus. I don't know how active he'll be. Anthony White says Oklahoma's known for booze. Are they? Make sure y'all share this stuff. Yeah, do me a favor, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Shout out, of course, to once again you guys in the live chat, Patreon supporters. All you in live chat. Sponsors as well. Shout out to the sponsors. Direct Service Overhead, Garage Door Company. If you know anybody that needs a little bit of work, or maybe you need some work yourself, their link is provided for you down below in the description box. Let's just face it, if you're in Central Arkansas, if you're in the NWA, they'll hook you up. They'll help you out. So give them a call. You can find their number on their website. And, of course, State Apparel, the softest shirts made right here in the state of Arkansas. State Apparel has a unique shirt just for you from State Pride. Funny, sassy, sarcastic, and pop culture. Our shirts are hand-printed on premium material that will leave you feeling and looking great. Our stores offer something for everyone. So, Bryant is like NWA, nonstop growth. Yeah, 20,000 people, though. It is growing. Benton and Bryant, I think you're having you've had a lot of people leave Little Rock over the last 15, 20 years. I have family actually down there that live there. It is growing, but Fayetteville's on another level. Fayetteville has blown up. It's a matter of time, I think, until they get a second high school. Smash the like button, guys. Ty needs that money. Tarl, you fascist communist. You know I'm kidding. You know I love you, Tarl. How did you like my son, Chris Scanaway at running back? Oh, is that your son? Tell him I said grats, man. I did not. I tried. So the only way you could actually watch the game if you didn't go, you had to subscribe to some, I don't even know, some third-party site. I don't even know, and I wasn't going to do that. I tried to listen to bits and pieces of the game. Yeah, NWA is definitely on another level. Oh, man. Fayetteville, Springdale. I was really surprised. Springdale census. Really surprised by that. Tarl, I keeps it real. What's up, Dwight? How you doing, man? Any word on coaches moving on? James, I don't know. Whit, as far as I know, no. Kendall Briles was rumored to make the short list at a couple of schools, but there was never anything to it as far as I know. I think the next couple of weeks, you're going to hear more and more rumors. You're going to get a lot more smoke over the next couple of weeks about coaches moving on or whatever. If at all. Who knows? Maybe they've talked all these guys into coming back, which would be huge. I know Kendall Briles, there's a Kendall Briles hate fan club out there, but I think it feels like right now they're doing pretty good with him. But that could change at any second. Do you expect Odom to remain on staff next season? At the moment, look, you guys know as much as I do. I've not heard anything from anybody about any coaches moving on. Don't get me wrong. The first time I get a DM or text from someone I deem as quote unquote reliable, and if I'm allowed, I will carry that on to you guys. Got to remember, I do get stuff from people that I have to hold on to for weeks. I'm biting my teeth on a couple that I have right now. I'm grinding my teeth. I want to just, bleh, but I can't, and I'm not going to. Glad that I saw your post in Woo Pig Suey Facebook group, because I definitely didn't get a notification. They never do go out. They never go out like they're supposed to. Let the smack talking begin, says Fishman. KB Hate Club can kiss it. If we keep the staff, we are solid next year. Look, I mean, they could upgrade. That is absolutely possible. People want to coach for Sam Pittman. I don't think there's any doubt about that at all. I mean, you've had guys turn down some pretty big offers, and Odom being one of them, right? I mean, they want to coach for Sam, and I think they buy into what's going on here. Sometimes the right fit just comes along. Now, Stepp going back to South Carolina, I do buy. I think he wanted to go back home. I do buy that. Brad Davis, I kind of feel like, I don't know, he did what was best for him. And I'm not going to hate on anybody, but I mean, we saw how that worked out, right? I mean, and look what happened. You feel like you actually got an upgrade at the position. Now, how much of that's because you returned all these seniors, right? I get it. You know, Ricky Stromberg, and who's not a senior, who's a junior, is draft eligible, though. But, yeah, I mean, you still, like, you got to give credit where credit's due, and I thought Kennedy did a great job. The Fayetteville Bryant game was on PBS last night. So I only found it, only thing I could find was a link on YouTube, and I had to listen to it through the Fayetteville High YouTube site. And I don't think I have, do I have PBS on YouTube TV? I don't think I do. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of wrapped up in about 3 other things at once. I saw you post about Hazelwood transferring to Arkansas, but ESPN just notified me. I had that thing done quick. I actually been working on thumbnails for a while. I mean, there was enough smoke out there. I thought, okay, it's probably going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen this quickly. I figured we'd hear something in the middle of the week. 11 a.m. game for the Outback Bowl. Yeah, that's right. Keep Bryles, replace Odom. You want to replace Odom? But I believe Pittman won't fire him, but rather let him go only if he has an offer. But Odom didn't improve from last year. I mean, I agree with the statement that they really didn't move much. I agree with that. Their pass rush was a little bit more consistent this year. They got better up front. I mean, there were several, especially early on in the year, we were talking about let's give Odom a hell of an extension, right? Or that was the rhetoric around social media, was give Barry Odom whatever he wants. And then that halfway point, just like last year, like week 6, it just fell off. The defense just fell off. And it does make you wonder if once again you were playing with guys that were a little banged up. I thought Grant Morgan, there's something going on with Grant. He don't get me wrong, he was, second leading tackler on the team, still did really well. He just didn't look like himself from a year ago. But who knows? He might carry home some hardware from Vegas. PBS is on YouTube TV. Yeah, Patrick, look, I found the Fayetteville High, and that's the game that I listened to. Thank you for the information. I appreciate it. But I found the Fayetteville High, and I listened to portions of the game. It's going to take some key transfers on development on D, losing Poole, Henry. Well, we don't know for sure that you're losing Poole. We don't know that for a fact just yet. As far as I know, the last thing I'd heard is there's nothing on Poole. There are rumors that Catalan, and they're pretty strong, that Catalan could be coming back. And I'm going to tell you something. I think in his case, and yeah, part of it's me being selfish as someone who wants to see him back next year, but in his case, I think he needs another year. I think he needs to showcase that he is first round worthy. If he goes this year, I'm not sold that he gets taken. I don't know that he gets taken early in the second or not. Now, I don't know if his draft grade came back or not. He's also someone who you feel like could probably go to the combine. I'm sure he would get an invite without a doubt and probably make up some space there, but not always. That's not how it always works. There's some people who don't put a lot of stock in the combine, by the way, or these pro days. So but yeah, the rhetoric, or I shouldn't say rhetoric, the smoke right now, I could talk about this freely because it sounds like it's pretty public, is that he's It sounds like he's leaning towards coming back. I don't know. I can't read his mind. I don't know the guy. We've never talked. Just based on what's out there, it seems like he is kind of leaning towards coming back. Bumper Pool can come back, and I mean, right now, why not? Why not? I mean, you could. I don't know where he's at in the record book, but from what I understand, he might break some records if he comes back next year. Maybe that's something. Maybe he wants to be a part of a team that's returning someone like Catalon. You still got Mo Brown out there. Ridgeway, I think, is gone. I feel pretty confident that Ridgeway is going to leave. But you feel like if you get a couple pieces back on defense, boy, you're cooking with oil. And you look at what's going on offense. Okay, you lost Burks, but now you've got this former 5-star who, yeah, productivity. Again, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Didn't exactly blow up off the stat sheet. But as someone with a lot of potential, without a doubt, Hazelwood has a ton of potential. Again, you're talking about a highly rated 5-star prospect out of high school, out of Georgia. This isn't like a small state produced 5-star where a lot of times, I mean, sometimes those kids just don't produce, and they don't play against stellar competition. He's out of Georgia, out of a pretty competitive area. Oklahoma is known for wrecking. Oklahoma is known for wrecking Boomer Sooner. Okay? With the surgery Cat had, he won't be ready for Combine. I had that surgery twice, and it's terrible to recover from. Well, when is the Combine? That's actually something I don't know. Let's see, January, February, March. Is it March? April? I don't know. Then wait, you would know a lot more about it than I would. I have no idea. I don't know if he's going to come back or not. Ty, check your tweets. Seems the word about LSU and corn dogs is now out running. I hope they all lose their bowl games. I hope every SEC team loses their bowl game. We don't play good at 11 a.m. kickoffs. Nope, they really don't. They've struggled on 11 a.m. kickoffs. He's going to have to shake it loose. Combine is usually in April. Yeah, it's usually April. And he had a surgery. A while ago, right? Let's see. September, October. Didn't he have it was it late October when he had his surgery? So I don't know. I'm not really sure. Todd Cooper says known. Sorry. So what did you say, Todd? Oklahoma is known for wrecking Boomer Sooner. Do you think Haywood will be as good as Burks? So Hazelwood, that's a lot of production. It's tough to say. I mean, is he the same kind of athlete that Burks is? No. Should Burks have been a 5-star out of high school? Of course. I think that's, Captain Hindsight over here. And I'm telling you, yeah, he probably should have been a 5-star out of Warren. It's Warren. I mean, when they have a big-time receiver coming out, you just automatically give them stars. Like, you just throw them all the stars they want. It's Warren. That's wide receiver U or wide receiver high in the state of Arkansas. So, it shouldn't shock anybody that this kid's tearing it up at this level because the Lumberjacks, they produce stellar players, stellar wide receivers, and some other guys as well. What is Penn State good at? Again, I don't want to lay it all out there because I want to save some of that, but I was looking at some of their numbers. Their defense has been suspected this year. Their sacks, believe it or not, total team sacks, they're actually right around, rank-wise, right around where Arkansas is. Now, I just started my Penn State, so I'm green right now on Penn State. I don't know. I know they've got 3 very capable wide receivers. They've got a cat that's got 91 catches, 1,100 yards, I think 12 touchdowns. Now, there's some talk about whether or not he's going to actually participate in the bowl game. At the moment, by the way, I expect all Razorbacks to participate in the bowl game. I've not heard anything yet. Now, that could change. I've not heard anything yet about them, about anybody sitting out for the Razorbacks. But Penn State's got that receiver. Of course, I exited out of the screen. But they have it's got 91 catches on the year, 1,100 yards, again, 12 touchdowns. And they got the next guy up is 55 catches, right? I mean, they've got some playmakers at wide receiver. They don't look super effective at running the ball. I think as their leading running back averages something like 4.5 yards a carry. I mean, again, I'm very much just now scratching the surface with Penn State. We'll go down that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Drop a silent commit Easter egg tie. I really can't. I mean, I really can't. I mean, it's pretty easy, really. I mean, for anyone who even halfway pays attention to recruiting. Imagine how much better KJ will be next season. Dude progresses each game. Eli, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, my man. KJ, from Rice all the way to the end of the year, KJ was crushing it. Crushing it. Got so much better week to week. Can Hazelwood participate in bowl practices? That I don't know. I don't know. I know the early signees, some of them can. We mentioned that in our Discord. You guys really got to get in our Discord. You guys have got to get in our Discord. Let me drop an envy. Let me drop an envy for you. Nope, not in. Oh, Lord. What did I did it again. Where's Eagle? I did it again. I don't know what this is, but I just completely. I'm seeing all the coding for YouTube now. Wonderful. But some of those kids can participate. They can participate in bowl practices only on campus. Hazelwood, I don't know. I don't think so. I just don't know the rule there. Burks will come back next year. KJ told me so. Oh, all right. WT431 says so. I cuss way too much in Discord. You're not in our Discord, Fish, are you? Be awesome. Be awesome is if Burks, Poole, and Cat came back next year. Right. Hoyt, what's up, man? How you doing? Good evening. All right. I think that's it. I know we want to talk. There's so much more to talk about. We've got the Outback Bowl. You've got Hazelwood. You've got the Samuel Mbake announcement date for the 15th to announce his commitment. A lot of talk, a lot of recruiting. There's still some work left to be done. I think pay attention to the portal. We've got our portal part of the page still up. If you, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 people just entered our Discord. That's awesome. But we have, if you look on the page, on the left side, the left column, of course, we have our threads there. One of the questions, I was going to kind of save this for tomorrow, and you can answer it tomorrow. I'm not going to go into it too much. We talked a little bit about playoff expansion today. If you were for it or against it, I'm for it. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm completely for it. We also have we have the Bobby Hopper transfer or the Bobby Hopper portal page, where we're trying to keep up with players that Arkansas ought to look at, or that there's a possibility that Arkansas might be in on, or someone that maybe Arkansas has recruited in the past. We also have the football, the recruiting page, basketball, Cruton. I mean, we've kind of got it all there. High school football, we had those score updates. Basketball, someone asked me if I was going to do basketball. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe when we get into the playoffs. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep up with basketball stats or not this year, or basketball scores. We'll see. We also have our SEC page. I'm going to get an SEC basketball page up. I didn't update the SEC conference record page, but that will get updated today or tonight or maybe tomorrow. So, yeah. Lady Goat RN, slap your mama. Welcome to Discord. Attack Gator. ANWO1. Alex Burr 85. Alex Spur 85. Sergeant Poe. That's Poe, right? Not the other. Welcome to Discord. All right. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll go into some more. There's still some more in-depth stuff we'll cover. We'll kind of go over recruiting a little bit more and maybe talk a little bit about the transfer portal. All right? Okay. Woo pig, and I'll see you guys at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Go Hawks.